The perils of ball heading are coming into sharp focus as studies show professional footballers and American football players face huge risk of developing dementia later in life. For generations, the thrill of heading a ball or taking a hard hit on the stadium or a blow on the helmet has been a part of the game, of course. The rush of leaping, striking, scoring is what players live for in a way. But now new research is making it clear that repeated impacts to the head can have long-lasting consequences, including Alzheimer's, Parkinson's, and other neurodegenerative diseases. In fact, a study recently analyzed nearly 8,000 ex-professional footballers in Scotland and compared them to 23,000 members of the general population. The findings were rather alarming. Head impacts, even from routine heading, create shear forces in the brain that damage grey and white matter over time. The condition most commonly identified in these athletes is CTE, first recognized nearly a century ago in boxers as punch drunkenness. CTE is now known to develop in players who experience repeated head injuries. It sometimes manifests decades later. Symptoms include memory loss, mood changes, confusion, and in severe cases, dementia or Parkinson's-like signs. In professional football, cases have shocked the sport. The English striker who died in 2002 from CTE linked to heading heavy leather balls, for example. Ryan Mason retired at just 26 after a career-ending skull fracture in 2017. Rod Taylor was posthumously diagnosed with CTE in 2018. Even US women's national team goalkeeper suffered a career-ending concussion in 2010, which led to her permanent nerve damage. Switching to American football, the impacts are equally severe. Mike Webster, the Hall of Fame center, was the first NFL player to be officially diagnosed with CTE after his death in 2002. A 12-time Pro Bowler was confirmed to have CTE following his suicide in 2012. Aaron Hernandez was one of the most severe cases, died at just 27. CTE and brain injuries are not limited to football or American football. Boxing, rugby, hockey, even lacrosse have shown similar risks for players who basically experience repetitive head impacts. The dangers have been known since the 1920s, but only recently have received serious scientific attention. Technology may offer some hope at the same time. Researchers at Stanford University are developing helmets with liquid shock absorbers for American football, which could reduce impacts to the head by 30%. Similar advances may be possible in football and other contact sports, but safety rules, training, limiting repetitive head impacts will also be crucial. To stay up to speed with the latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.